All right, so you have to calculate forecasted free cash flow to equity. Now, how I'm just looking at, I'm not seeing like what could I mean. इसमें तो obviously पहले question में देखा था, but I'm just saying if I'm see what I'm looking at, I'm looking at the question first and then looking for the data, and that is what you should do it. So understand if they ask you FCFE1 forecasted FCFE मतलब FCFE1, there could be like clear ways like this. It could come in your mind कि okay FCFE 0 दिया होगा and growth दिया होगा तो उसको multiply करके हमें FCFE1 लाना है. ये एक way हो सकता है. या फिर second way, you could be asked to calculate that with the formula for FCFE. So Vedant, can you tell me the formula for FCFE?
Net income
Go on.
plus NCC
Depreciation,
plus
amortization, everything. He's right. I just tried depreciation.
depreciation. Interest 1 minus T minus fixed capital investments,
Also called as capex.
capex, or plus net borrowing.
Minus the working capital investment. Okay.
So working capital is negligible.
How? That is fine. But in the formula, we have that. Okay, some issue with my camera. Just give me a minute. Working capital investments are negligible, but that is a part of the formula. So basically, ye net income is depreciation minus FCI minus WCI. These terms were always there. And only term that was different was this. And this is wrong. This was not interest into one minus. I was just trying to see ki when are you going to say it right. It was not plus interest into one minus. It was for FCFF. For FCFE, it was the last term that you were like trying to recollect was plus net loan or net borrowing. Is that clear? Vedant?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Growth rate जो हमने दिया था वो previous question में था actually, but you cannot use. Understand this. You will not use the input of the previous question. That is जो previous question था 51 I guess. उसका जो growth rate जो आया था I think 8%, right? So you will not be using this one as an input for this unless they mention, and they are not going to mention like this. So I think the first method is out over here. So let's see the net income plus depreciation, and what Vedant said was right. That mention over here that working capital needs are they mention over here the working capital needs are negligible. That means working capital investment is going to be zero. So this term is going to be zero. Let's come to the capex FCI that mentioned somewhere that capital spending is 800 million, and I think this is for the 2013, yes, for the same year. जो पूछा है 2013 का ही forecasted cash flow पूछा है उसी का दिया है. So capital spending is 800 million. So that is capex is 800 million. Let me write over here 800 million. अब आता है net income. Net income is also given over here straight 600. So right, net income is 600 million. Depreciation, let's see depreciation. So depreciation is 500, but apart from that, do we have some amortization or some non-cash charges? No. So depreciation is 500. So bacha net loan. So now here is the important point. So we have been given that we are going to have debt to asset ratio of 0.4. इसका ये मतलब है कि whatever we are going to spend, okay, debt to asset ratio is 0.4 का मतलब है, and I mentioned over here, they plan to operate with the current capital structure. So basically, whatever we are going to spend for working capital needs and whatever going to be spending for the capex, uska 40% is going to be taken as a loan. But इसके ऊपर ना ये जो हमने डिस्कस किया, we had discussed in the lecture, you have to read the case study carefully. What they will say is that 40% of working capital investment and net capex is funded by taking loan. I repeat, 40% of working capital investment and net capex is being funded by loan. So what does this mean? What the statement I mean is for 40% of working capital investment, which is zero in this case, and net capex. What do you mean by net capex? Capex minus depreciation. Okay, so capex is what? 800, and minus depreciation is what? 500. So that will be 800 minus 500, 300 plus 0, 300 into 40%, 120 would be taken as a loan. If they mention 40% of working capital investment and net capex is being taken as a loan. If they simply mention 40% of working capital needs and the capex, not the net capex, is being funded as a loan, then it will be like this. कैपेक्स इज 800, वर्किंग कैपिटल इन्वेस्टमेंट ऑफ 0, सो 40% ऑफ दैट इज बीइंग टेकन एज अ लोन। तो यहाँ पे कौन सा वर्जन है? दे एंड वेदांत, डिड यू गाइस फाइंड आउट यहाँ पे कौन सा वर्जन है? दे चेंज आंसर जस्ट नाउ। कुछ दिख रहा है आपको यहाँ पे कौन सा वर्जन है? If they are not given again, then this is the mistake of the Shweta. They should have given. So in that case, both the answer will be considered as fine. So I don't think so. मिला क्या दे एंड वेदांत यहाँ पे कौन सा वर्जन है? 40%, I mean ये तो क्लियर है 40% है।
But sir, it was given that the capital structure is maintained, so I guess no loan was taken, right?
No, capital structure is maintained. इसका मतलब है the loan, new loan would be taken. Understand? If you're doing a capital spending, you're doing a capex, and if that capex is funded all by equity, then equity will go up, right? And then the weight of debt will come down. So basically, if all this capital spending is being done by equity of 800, then you will not be able to maintain the current capital structure. So to maintain the current capital structure, you have to do the capex in the same proportion as compared to what is your current capital structure. एक बात समझ लो. See, understand this case. If in our company right now we have 1 crore of assets, and out of them they are funded by 700 crore of 70 lakh of loan and 30 lakh of equity. So 1 crore of assets, 70 lakh of loan and 30 lakhs of equity. That means 70% loan and 30% equity. And now if I do another 1 crore ka capex, which will increase my total assets to 2 crore. And suppose मैंने यहाँ पे सिर्फ लोन लिया, तो ऑलरेडी 70 लाख का लोन था, अभी 1 करोड़ का लोन है, टोटल 1.7 करोड़ का लोन हो जाएगा आउट ऑफ 2 करोड़. सो वेट ऑफ डेट इज नाउ 1.7 अपॉन 2, 85%. ओके, सपोज मैंने पूरा इक्विटी लिया. ओके, सो लोन उतना ही 70 लाख जो था उतना ही, एंड इक्विटी जो पहले 30 लाख था, अभी 1 करोड़ का इक्विटी. सो टोटल इक्विटी इज नाउ 1.3 करोड़ and loan is only 70 lakh. So 70 lakh of loan divided by total of 2 crore, the weight of debt is now going down to 35%. So which means अगर मुझे weight of debt 70 को maintain करना है, then whatever new capex that we are going to do, that has to be funded in the same 70-30 ratio, 70 debt and 30 equity. Is this clear?
Yes, sir, got it.
But my question was ये उसमें दोनों में से कौन सा वर्जन है, net capex and WCI? ये capex and WCI ये clearly मुझे तो नहीं दिख रहा है यहाँ पे. So we do it by like both methods will be allowed. तो ये तो क्लियर है 40%, because हाँ he was right, Dave was right कि यहाँ पे कहीं पे मेंशन नहीं किया था. See, there was no mention over here. But इतना ही mention that they are planning to operate with the current capital structure. What does this mean? I'll repeat one more time. This means that if you want to maintain the current capital structure, then whatever future capex they are going to do, that capex has to be done with the same 40 debt and 60 equity. This is clear, right?
Yes, sir.
So let's do it. 40, not just capex by the way, working capital investment also. यहाँ पे working capital investment 0 था, इसलिए मैंने नहीं बोला, but total spending. Let me just write over here. पता नहीं क्या हो रहा है ये. So 40% into WCI plus capex. Okay, ये वाला होगा वर्जन या फिर capex minus depreciation. Let me start with this. So 40% into WCI is 0 and capex is 800. So that is 800 का 40% is 320. So this could be one consideration of the loan, 320. इससे देखते क्या आंसर आता है. So net income is 600 plus depreciation is 500. Okay, plus net loan is 320. Okay, minus capex is 800 and minus WCI is 0. So this could be one answer, 620. FCFE1 is 620. Okay. Second answer could be instead of this net loan being 320, let's see if it was capex minus depreciation. Okay, capex minus depreciation, and that depreciation is 500. Okay, so 800 capex and then minus depreciation के बाद minus 500. So that would be 800 minus 500 is 300. 300 plus 0 is 300. 300 ka 40% is 120. There is a huge difference, by the way. Okay, so net loan, this will be 120. So let's do it again. 600 net income, net loan, sorry, net income, sorry, yeah, sorry. Plus depreciation 500 plus net loan 120 minus capex 800 and minus WCI 0. So that means 420. So according to me, as an examiner, I need to give both answers right, 620 and 420. both answers right. So over here एक ही आंसर था इसके लिए 420. दे आई एम लाइक थोड़ा सा मुझे समझा नहीं, आपने बी किया उसके बाद ए किया, कहाँ पे यू वेर कंफ्यूज?
No, sir. Actually, first I took FCFF, but then I read it as FCFE. So I changed my answer to 300. But
हाँ 300
yeah,
कितने किया था? हाँ
so I didn't consider that net loan because it was given that current capital structure, because I had a doubt that current capital structure, so no new loan will be taken. That's why I didn't consider the net
now
loan.
is it clear right कि if you do not take a new loan then weight of equity will increase. जैसे मैंने बोला था कि अभी 1 करोड़ का assets है, 70 लाख, अच्छा पकड़ो 80 लाख, 80 लाख is a loan and 20 lakh is a equity. So basically weight of loan is 80%, weight of equity is 20%. Now if you are doing another 1 crore ka capex which will increase the total assets to 2 crore and all that capex is funded via equity, then what will happen? The loan will remain at 80 lakh. But earlier it was 80 lakh out of 1 crore 80%. Now it will be 80 lakh out of 2 crore only 40%. So it is important that अगर हमें capital structure को maintain करना है, it is important that the new capex, that capex नहीं, capex and WCI that we are going to do should be basically in the same proportion. Clear ना?
Yes, sir. So,
Just
sir,
trying to see the solution. एक सेकंड ना, मैं just देख रहा था solution में 51 का भी आंसर या 8% है, that is right. And 52 का 420 and हाँ उन्होंने net capex वाला यूज किया है. They have used some other formula which is derived formula which is fine, but they have done the net capex वाला sheet which was not mentioned anywhere by the way. ये net capex plus WCI वाला करना है, but yeah, with I'm gone. So according to me, even 620 would have been the right answer. Yeah, go on, sorry.
so, sir, if it is given, if there is a capex or a working capital investment in any question, so there is a means there is 100% possibility that loan is being taken or equity is being taken, right?
100%, 100%. From the financial modeling perspective, we नहीं, एक सेकेंड, वो आप जो बोल रहे हो वो तो प्रैक्टिकल है. अंडरस्टैंड, अगर वर्किंग कैपिटल इन्वेस्टमेंट कर रहे हो तो पैसा कहाँ से आएगा? इधर लेंडर्स का पैसा आएगा या फिर इक्विटी होल्डर्स का पैसा आएगा. तो देयर शुड बी सम काइंड ऑफ मनी दैट शुड कम राइट फॉर डब्ल्यूसीआई एंड कैपेक्स. तो वो तो प्रैक्टिकली है कि यू आर डूइंग द डब्ल्यूसीआई एंड कैपेक्स, ईदर लोन शुड बी टेकन और इक्विटी शुड बी टेकन. बट क्या लिया जाएगा ये प्रैक्टिकली, आई मीन इन द प्रैक्टिकल लाइफ इट कुड डिपेंड अपॉन द सिचुएशन की. अगर डेट मार्केट इज फेवरेबल देन वी माइट टेक अ लोन, इफ इक्विटी मार्केट इज फेवरेबल वी माइट टेक अ इक्विटी. But from the financial modeling perspective, it is right to assume that we will take the loan and equity in combination with the current capital structure, unless they mention, जैसे यहाँ पे उन्होंने mention किया था. So unless they mention ki okay ki we are going to change the current capital structure, then only we can take the debt ratio something different than this 40%. Clear?
Yes, sir. Got it. Thank you.
Vedant, clear?
हाँ yes sir.
All right. So Vedant, you were missing out with the formula. You were saying this right. Okay, and you were not taking this, which is fine in this case because WCI is 0, but you were adding interest into 1 minus tax rate, which probably would have resulted in your answer being wrong. 400 into 0.6, 240 add karke, you might have got a little different answer. Am I right? Oh, plus interest
I
into
got the
minus
same
tax
answer.
rate. Sorry?
I got the same answer by using taking the 0.40% of a capex, but I was confused in formula.
हाँ,
कि
वो जो
ये होगा
interest
कि
into 1 minus tax rate वाला पार्ट है वो FCFF में, FCFE में नहीं है. ठीक है?
okay sir.
All right.